Think about where you've been, think about where you are, think about where you're going to go. Think about where you were on day one and think about where you are now. You've made a lot of progress. It'd be a shame to give that up now.
We've got a very special guest, someone of a caliber and category have not had on the show before. He is Chris Linsell from theclose.com, a website. If you've ever seen it, you must have seen it. If you've typed anything around fit small business, they're part of that. They have great content. They help agents. They help small businesses. And behind the scenes, there are people who make that content happen, who understand the research, who understand the writing, who understand the tools and tactics. And today, we've got Chris with us.
So there's a handful of reasons, general reasons why real estate agents should be reaching out. The first reason to me is education. We know stuff that civilians don't know. Okay, real estate agents have insight and access to knowledge, to information, and to trends that the general public don't have access to, and sharing that knowledge can better somebody's life. It can better somebody's real estate position. So that's the first reason. You got something that you know that somebody else doesn't. Figure out a way to share that and understand, put in perspective that value. You really got something there. So education, that's the first one. The second one is opportunity. You know about something that could happen, or something that is an option for somebody that they don't know. Think about all of the, I don't know if this is true where you guys are, but for me, in my town, there are these big, massive apartment complexes down at the south side of town. There's literally, there's 500 apartments in each of these big complexes. There's like 4 of them in a row. Tons of people living down there. A lot of the folks who live in these apartments are not aware of the benefit that they could have as a homeowner. They don't know that the rent that they're paying is actually more than the mortgage would be on a house of the same size. These folks don't know this. They don't understand that they have this opportunity. So that's the second thing is it's knowledge, but it's also opportunity. You know something they can do that they don't know, and that's something that you want to share. And then the third piece, you've got education, you've got opportunity. The third general bucket that I would share here is some sort of common identifier. Like you want to send a message to folks that you are like them. You're from the same town. You eat in the same restaurants. You follow the same football teams. You identify with the things that are important to them, and they can identify with you as being a person who is relevant to the things that are important to them. Okay, so those sorts of moments create these connections between real estate professionals and consumers, community members that build this level of trust that allow them to reach out in times of need, to consider you a resource when they have questions. And so that sort of identifying of common ground is a really easy bucket to slip a lot of messages into. You think about why you're getting together with your clients. Why are you sitting face to face with them across a table? Or why are you reaching out to a prospect or cold calling somebody? Don't start with how do I do that? Start with why do you do that? And if the why is to provide a certain amount of value, or to create a need, to illuminate a need, or to communicate a message, then if you start with the why, the question then is easy: is how do I deliver this why? Can I deliver this why with a video chat? Can I deliver this why with some sort of gift package at their front door? Can I do this with a handwritten note with an actual envelope with a stamp on it, where they know that I took the time to sit down and write out this message because it really matters to me? Thinking about what it is that your clients, prospects, cold calls, whatever those people are, think about what it is that they need at that moment. That should be your first question. Not how do I reach these people, but why am I reaching these people? What do we want to talk to our clients about? And that's where things get really interesting, because we all have clients from all over the economic spectrum, in all walks of life, with lots of different needs. And that's where our conversations really get diversified, because the first thing that we've got to do, the first thing that agents need to do when they're talking to their clients, is go back to our first priority as real estate professionals, which is to put the needs of our clients front and center. What is it that your people need right now? Do they need advice? Do they need comfort and assurance? Do they need some truth? Are they kind of, is their mind clouded with misinformation and some anxiety that maybe doesn't belong there? So there's a ton of things to talk about with our clients, but the first thing to talk about is what is it that they need at that moment.